On primetime American television, these vocalists came ready to sang. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 The Voice auditions. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at the most dynamic and memorable blind auditions from NBC's popular singing competition. Number 10, Wé McDonald, Feeling Good.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Close your eyes, listen to the rich tones, and consider what you hear. No, this isn't a highly experienced soul singer or even a fully grown adult person, but rather Wé McDonald, a young woman from Harlem, New York. Miley Cyrus turns around first, obviously recognizing the vocal polish, with the remaining judges joining in moments later upon hearing that one special note. Overall, it's a momentous audition, one that builds with each verse. And though it's not a huge surprise that Adam Levine waited until the last moment to whip around, Wé's natural speaking voice adds to the experience, contrasting the big-time bravado of her killer Season 11 audition.
My name is Wé McDonald.
Hi.
And
What is that speaking voice?
Number 9, Bria Kelly, Steamroller Blues. It takes an impeccable introduction to impress most judges, let alone the voice's Blake Shelton. But clearly Ms. Bria came ready to rip things up.
I'm gonna inject your soul with some sweet rock and roll.
Vocally, she owns her Season 6 audition with all those rich, smoky tones. And her vocal grit makes for a seriously aggressive interpretation, but one that demands attention. It always makes sense for singers to stand their ground and lock in. And Bria essentially loses herself in the moment, allowing the Steamroller Blues to fully set in.
There won't be nothing at all left behind.
As a result, even she seems astonished by the performance, stunned by the applause, and certainly the judges' approval.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just heard The Voice.
Yeah.
Number 8, Judith Hill, What a Girl Wants.
I wanna thank you for giving me a chance to breathe.
It's become increasingly popular to put a unique spin on a classic pop hit, but this Season 4 cover is a singular work of art. Here, it's less about the emotive quality of the lyrics and more about the original arrangement and hitting the key notes. It's not especially flashy, but the crisp phrasing and collective vibe earned Judith Hill the judges' attention. Considering the artistry of Usher, Adam, Shakira, and Blake, they clearly recognize something special with the singer's sense of vocal bluster and style.
What a girl wants, what a girl needs, sensitive, courageous, sexy, cool like you, baby.
Of course, a bit of forced emotion can provide extra substance, but some auditions call for originality and technique. And this 20 Feet from Stardom Grammy winner brought plenty of experience to the Voice stage.
And I'm thanking you for giving it to me.
Number 7, Trevin Hunte, Listen.
Listen to the song here in my heart.
So if you're gonna cover Beyoncé, it's always necessary to make the judges melt within seconds. For this Season 3 cover, Adam Levine clearly feels the vibe early on, and Christina lets her excitement be known, which affords Trevin some extra confidence moving forward.
It's only beginning to find release.
Then again, it's evident that he's in full command of the moment, scaling the vocal steps en route to some truly sprawling vocals.
Listen.
Yeah, he's a bit screechy at times, but that's only because he's going all in with the rendition. And it certainly pays off. We don't recommend covering Beyoncé during auditions, but this performance should be studied if you choose to do so. Number 6, Javier Colon, Time After Time.
Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new.
So this gentleman is good at singing. But despite his obvious talent, Javier Colon needed the voice for exposure. And his exceptional audition set a high bar for the series' first season.
You're lost, you can look and you will find it. Time after time.
It's one of those emotional 80s covers that viewers can relate to. And Javier's brilliant pacing and arrangement makes it even more evocative.
You fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time.
Some auditions can be slightly depressing because of the song choice alone, but this one thrives with positive vibes. Most of all, the judges relish in the moment, perhaps realizing why they accepted the job, as Javier would eventually go on to win season 1.
What's your name, soul brother?
My name's Javier Colon.
Number 5, Melanie Martinez, Toxic.
Baby, can you see I'm calling? A guy like you should warning.
First of all, this lovely season 3 contestant has a naturally endearing presence. So when it's complemented by her ethereal interpretation of Britney Spears' Toxic, it only accentuates her collective vibe. The judges obviously can't see Melanie, of course, and it takes some time for CeeLo to make his decision. But the contestant manages to rise above the Bjorkish vocal stylings for a genuinely outstanding performance.
Intoxicate me now with your loving now. I think I'm ready now. Intoxicate me now.
There are plenty of trendy hipster accentuations going on, yet the audition contains plenty of individuality and polish. By the end, Christina decides to pass, even if she seemed entirely intrigued by the quirky take on a pop classic.
She's probably in pretty good hands and there's gonna be quite the battle, so maybe I'll just sit this one out.
Number 4, Alisan Porter, Blue Bayou.
I'm so lonesome all the time.
For the early portion of this country rendition, the judges seem a bit lost. Then again, maybe they've just been hypnotized by Alisan Porter's precise phrasing.
I'm going back someday.
But once that chorus hits and the jaw-dropping vocals fill the auditorium, all 4 of the judges just kick back and watch. It's one of those rare performances that transcend genre or trends, as the contestant digs deep and slays each and every note. From the presentation to the arrangement to the pacing, everything's on point. Once a childhood movie star, Alisan reinvigorated her career with this moment and ultimately emerged as the season 10 winner.
I'm married too.
Number 3, Cassadee Pope, Torn.
Thought I saw a man brought to life.
By the end of season 3, this gal would become the first female victor, and her audition showcases her undeniable commercial appeal.
There's nothing where you used to lie. This conversation has run dry. But that's what's going on.
Despite some of the more technical flaws, the judges seem to understand Cassadee's potential. After all, that's what The Voice is all about: developing talent and molding passionate vocalists into seasoned performers.
Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn.
In that regard, the judges offered up support, and Cassadee's impressive audition proved to be a life-changing experience. Number 2, Christina Grimmie, Wrecking Ball.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why.
Some vocalists just have all those intangibles that can't be taught. For this season 6 performance, Christina Grimmie turns 3 chairs within a matter of seconds, with the judges clearly stunned by her tone and composure.
I came in like a wrecking ball. I never been so hard in love.
Her vocal command of the chorus only leads to even more vocal artistry, and she never seems to have a dull moment.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Sadly, Christina passed away in 2016. But this remarkable audition inspired a world of aspiring singers to practice harder in order to make the next big step toward stardom.
Wow.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
You look like a movie. You sound like a song. My God, this reminds me.
Don't get hurt.
Number 1, Jordan Smith, Chandelier.
I push it down. I push it down.
Every so often, a contestant comes along that makes everybody say, whoa. Incidentally, The Voice teased viewers with Jordan's immaculate audition by initially focusing solely on the judges' reaction.
Throw it back till I lose count. I'm gonna sing from the chandelier.
Once the chairs turned, though, a new talent introduced himself to the world, gliding through each verse like it ain't no thing.
Gonna play like a bird through the night. Feel my tears as they dry.
So while Jordan may have been trembling inside, his stage presence clearly impressed the judges. Not to mention his ownership of a modern pop classic like Chandelier. Spoiler alert, Jordan won season 9. And this audition set a new bar for The Voice.
'Cause I'm just holding on for tonight, on for tonight, on for tonight.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.